channel. Been a while. The last time you properly saw me was when I did the High Shelf Stones Wild Camp in the Peak District. Today we're going to be doing the Bolton Rail Trail. It's going to be part of my local series. So just got the train to Bolton, as you've just seen. And I'm going to be walking all the way back to Wigan, running adjacent or parallel to the railway pretty much most of the way, to be honest. Yeah, I have done this walk before, but it was when I first started YouTube and the video was pretty pants, to be honest, so hopefully this one will be a bit better. So yeah, weather's not looking too bad, and let's see how it goes. Yeah, that was Queen's Park behind me. Lovely little park. Yeah, stopped off in Bolton quick just to get a couple more supplies, water, a couple of sausage rolls. I'm not having breakfast yet, so, but I don't really like filming in town centres properly, so took a few shots here and there, and that'll do for now. Couple of really old mills there. Don't know what they did in them back in the day, but they're an absolute trash now. Shame seeing old buildings go to pot like that, to be honest. So I came out through Queen's Park. You walk down a street, pretty ropey street to be honest. But there's not much worth filming, to be fair, on that bit. There's an old disused mine, which you've probably just seen a second ago. Disused mine? There's an old disused factory or mill that you walk past, which you've probably just seen then. That's just falling apart. It's a shame seeing old buildings like that fall apart. So the amount of history that's probably in there, and it's just crumbling away. It's a shame, to be honest. So yeah, now we're just walking through quite a sizable graveyard at the minute. I'm not really a big fan of filming through graveyards, because I feel like you just need to be quiet when you walk through it. So I'm going to stop waffling now, film a couple of bits, especially the Commonwealth war graves, and then I'll probably see you on the other side of the graveyard. J.H. Russell, Hampshire Regiment, 1917. J. Jones, Loyal North Lancs Regiment, 4th of March 1917. E. Mirams, Royal Army Service Corps, 11th July 1944. C. MacD Duncan, 25th January 1944. M. Comer, Lancashire Fusiliers, July 1915. Rest in peace, boys. So there's a cemetery behind me. Do you know what? That's the first time that's hit me quite a bit walking through there. You know, the first graves I've seen were the children's ones, and that's just, I mean, as beautiful as they look, that must be horrendous. That, I can't even imagine what people go through for that. It's just, nope. I mean, I've not even got kids, and I mean, I've got a niece and nephew, but you know, just nah. And then you've got the Commonwealth graves. You've got Ukrainian graves in there. And quite a lot of the graves in there are absolutely beautiful. They're all so looked after and maintained, and it's lovely to see. So yeah, somber, but it's a nice walk. It's very peaceful in there. So yeah, it's a nice little section to gather your thoughts, you know. But now we're on to the bit that walks down to the railway. The actual graveyard does run parallel with the railway. Nice little garden centre there. What's it called? Heat and Fold Garden Centre. That's quite nice to be fair. Might have to go in there one day. So yeah, you come out of the graveyard, cemetery, sorry. Turn left and then you come down this hill that's behind me, and then you're walking towards this bridge here. Look at this, time this to perfection. So we're going down there now. I mean, if you're an avid train enthusiast, this walk's perfect really. So just going down these steps now. And then when you're on this path's perfect for like cycling and stuff like that, if you ever find yourself down here. Yeah, if you carry on that way, you'll end up going back towards Bolton. This way, we're now heading towards Westhoughton. Been a nice walk so far. Nice and flat. A couple of little diddy hills in Queen's Park, but nothing you can't handle, to be honest. So yeah, nice steady walk, to be fair. I am tracking this, by the way, so if any of you are wondering like what the route looks like and stuff like that, I'll put it up at the end of the video. Train enthusiast's wet dream down here today. Quite a few trains running today. I wonder if they're all on time though. Would not be surprised if they weren't. So the rail trail is actually a fairly new trail, to be fair. It's only been around for the last few years. All the paths and whatnot are all existing. Just a group or company or whatever that designed the rail trail. I've just put it through like down here and stuff like that. We've tried making it as scenic as possible, which, to be fair, they've done a fairly good job of it actually, to be fair. So yeah, this stretch that I'm still on at the minute, it's probably one of the best stretches on here. Just coming up to an old iron bridge at the minute. Shame they haven't got no dates on these things. It'd be nice to know when it was actually built. I know some buildings do have them, some buildings don't. But not long now. probably looking at me out the window going, geek, geek. Now for me, that there is a waste of a pub. Just coming off that path that runs parallel with the railway. Just going through this little housing estate at the minute. I'll be turning left. Yeah, stunning little walk back. Now onto the next bit, towards Westhoughton. So I should have mentioned, just down that hill there, depending on how you want to track this walk, if you end up doing it, there is Lostock railway station. You just see it when you come off the main long path I've just been on. And oh wow, look at that, like an American style wooden church. It's things like that that just make walks just that little bit better. So that's what you want. QR code there. There is actually a GPX file as well that I've used in the past. I'll see if I can dig that out. If I manage to find it, it will be in the description of the video. If I don't manage to find it, obviously it won't be there. But either way, you've got the QR code now. Time is 11:30, so we got to Bolton at 10, so it's taken an hour and a half to get here. Which ain't bad going, to be fair. Hello, mate. I've not got a coffee on me this time. Watch the Higher Shelf Stones Wild Camp for that reference. Little buggers. Who knew sheep like coffee? I have only just noticed it is a bit windy today, so if they're picking up the wind a fair bit, I do apologise. It's decent facilities, isn't it? Couldn't tell you who plays here though. I think there's a University of Bolton banner on that, so I'm going to assume it's something to do with the University of Bolton, but it's a good pitch that. You can see that, just going into Westhoughton now, so finally leaving Bolton. So I hope you can hear me now. I've changed over to the GoPro with the wind muff on. The wind was picking up, and yeah, so if you've any footage at the start of this before I changed over to the GoPro, if you can't hear it properly, I do apologise, because the wind gusts are getting up quite a bit today. I think it said about 30 to 35 mile an hour, but when you're in exposed places like this next to a motorway, it's actually quite hard to pick the sound up. So, you know, if you can't hear me, I apologise. If I sound like I'm absolutely bellowing, I apologise. It's going to be one of them days where you just can't win. That last little section that unfortunately I didn't video because of the wind, and I hadn't changed over to my GoPro quick enough. It's actually through a little housing estate, and it looks like you're about to walk down a cul-de-sac, but there isn't. If you follow the trail map, it does. There's like a little pathway that goes through like a little kids park and that, and then you just cut through there. It's a bit like this. First time I came down here, I thought I've come down a dead end here and I don't know where to go, but just there's a little gap and the path carries on. So if you, when you get to this area here, yeah, if you get to this area here, please don't think you've just come down a dead end, because you've not. That may be a dog training facility, but tell me you wouldn't want to run up and down that. Oh shit! There, that serves me right for not paying attention walking through the Stockfest. Told you to stop slouching about. Come on. Mega slot first. Tell me you're not on a rail trail and then bump into Thomas and friends. Every time I turn the zoom up, I forget to turn it down. So when I do one of these shots, you're like this, so I have to stop recording and turn it down again. So yeah, past Westhoughton train station, walked a bit further down through a housing estate, crossed over a bridge a bit further down, and then just walked through that little bit of woodland there, and then we're coming on to industrial estate now. But you're literally on this industrial estate for about 5 minutes, if that. You just got to cut through it basically. So when you cut through this industrial estate, you'll see that sign there, Southern Broadstocks. So you'll come from down there, which bends round to the right there. You'll come through here, and then you'll see that little gap there. There is a trail marker on the post, which you should be able to see. There it is. And then you carry on down here. So you are literally in that industrial estate for about 5 minutes, if that. The reason why I'm doing a local series on the channel is because I don't want it to be primarily just Peak District, Lake District, Scotland, you know. And a lot of people can't get to these areas. Even though they are easily accessible, a lot of people still can't get to them. So for me, it was a case of there's a lot of local places to go and visit and hike and just have an adventure in, you know, in the northwest area, and especially around near where I live. So I thought to myself, you know what, let's do a local series of these places and try and get people out, you know. You know, again, I do enjoy going to the lakes, I do enjoy going to the peaks and Scotland and all that, but I feel like we're missing what's on our front door, and this is very much on my front door, as well as Rivington and some coastal walks and stuff like that. So there is a lot lined up for this series or playlist, whatever you want to call it, and that does include wild camps here and there. There are a few places around here that I could do a wild camp, but yeah, that's the main goal of this series, is just to highlight and show people effectively what's on your front doorstep, or just around the corner at least. So I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you enjoy the series when it grows arms and legs and gets a bit bigger. But for now, I'll keep putting one foot in front of the other. Now tell me that is not a house you'd want to live in. Well out of the way. I mean, granted, it's near that industrial estate, but still, you know, that is just beautiful. big and all. What a stunning house to live in. A stunning area as well. This is one of the highlights of the trail for me. It sounds a bit weird being one of the highlights of the trail. I just love the fact that you've just got an old signpost and a bench here in the middle of these fields. I love it. I'll make a brew. This on for a while, so I bet this is quite hard to get off. Oh no, it makes the change, doesn't it? Do you know what? I knew I'd forget something. I forgot my bleeding spork. Nothing to stir it with now. It's not every day you see someone stir a brew with a pair of scissors. Fantastic. Fantastic. And that way. Nearly forgot to turn on my tracker as well, so you nearly had half a route map at the end of this video. But yeah, just currently walking through farmers' fields. Nice little stream down there, or what's left of one anyway. But cracking views all the way across. You can see some like silhouettes of what look like mountains in the far distance. I'm going to assume that's the lakes or something. Don't know, because can't be the peaks. It's pretty sure Manchester and the peaks are that way. So I'm pretty sure that's the lakes over there. Lovely. What a load of shit. Wounded. Oh, look at that. Oh, Jesus. Well misjudged that. It's at least 3 holes in my jacket there. But you heard that on camera that then as well, didn't you? Rip. Bloody hell. Nice little pond. Wouldn't go wild swimming in it though. So just coming into Borsdane now. Just had to walk down. I mean, The rest of them are riding around that corner, but there's a fair few steps there, to be fair. I think the staircase has actually got a bit of a nickname to it. The last time I was in here, that definitely weren't there. So that's come down in the recent storms. I'll do a video on Boars Lane Wood because it is a local beauty spot, but for now you're just going to get a little snippet of it while I walk through it for this trail today. That is a fantastically made shelter, that. We needed some foliage to stop up the gaps and then job's done. So once you've come through Boars Lane Wood, you'll come out underneath that tunnel and you'll have to turn right across another little bridge past them houses there, and then you'll come up this hill, and it's probably by far, even though it's short, it's probably by far the steepest. That's cute. It's by far the steepest one you go up. This here, if you can see it, is the Eddington Arms. Now if you're on this trail and want a quick pint, may I recommend, there's Hindley there, may I recommend going in there for a quick pint because it is well worth it. We're not today though. That's Hindley train station. We're going across the road where that fella is now. Yeah, literally a stone's throw away from where I live at the minute. Around here, just over there, you can't really see it because of all the trees and that. You've got Pennygate Medical Centre, and where that is now situated used to be the old mine shafts, Hindley mine shafts. Obviously they're all gone now, but you can still find the shaft entrances and stuff around here. So once you've come down that path there, you walk down this little hill, you'll come to a set of stairs and then you turn right there, and then it's all the way down to the canal. So yeah, now we're on the old disused railway, or what used to be a railway. So unfortunately I've had to resort back to the phone to film. So again, I apologise for any wind noise. My GoPro's decided to die on me. I do need to invest in more batteries, I think. I've only got the one which came with the GoPro when I originally bought it, so I need to get more. just about see the end now, so we'll be on the canal in about 5 minutes, I reckon. And then once we've hit the canal, it's practically the home straight after that, all the way down into Wigan. It takes a little bit of a right turn, and then that takes you up to Wigan railway station, which is the end of the trail. So you come out of the woodlands there, and then you're on the canal. Last time I came out of there, I ended up tripping up on one of them. Then ended up arse over tit. This is actually a small bit of the 20 lock section that starts from Wigan and then goes all the way up to the top and turns left. Yeah, I think there's about 20 locks, I think, in total. So as well, as if you didn't already know, this canal is actually part of the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. Like I said, it's about 20 locks, this section, starting from Wigan and then going all the way to the top. It is on my to-do list next year. Might book a long weekend off and cycle the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. It's something I've wanted to do for donkeys before I even started doing the YouTube and whatnot. It was when I first moved up in 09, and Mum and Dad lived literally 2 seconds away from a section of it in Apley Bridge. And then I looked on the map and I was just like, my eyes widened. I was just like, that looks epic. Well, it's safe to say nobody's going to be going up and down it in a canal boat today. This here is by far the dodgiest zebra crossing going. More so the other side, because if you come out on the other side, you're blind to the cars that are coming up here. If you're doing the trail the opposite way around, Wigan to Bolton, when you come up to this zebra crossing near Ince, that bit there where that van's just come out of, be careful, because they can't see you until the moment you step out onto the path. It's the only swan I've seen today, and I've been past a lot of waterways. One thing is, I don't know if you can see that there. That is a car. Not too sure what the circumstances behind it was. Hopefully no one was injured. But yeah, I said you find all sorts in the canal. Pretty sure that there is lock number 1 of the 20 locks all the way up the hill. If you can hear that train going over the bridge. That there is the site of the old infamous Wigan Pier nightclub. So this bit here is the last bit of the canal that you'll see on this trail, which is not bad considering it's a nice bit of trail, to be honest. So we're going to be going up there towards Wigan train station. One good thing about Wigan being the finish line is you've got a massive go outdoors there. So if you need to stock up on supplies when you've finished, or get a new top or whatever, drops a good one. So yeah, see where that blue bridge is, just in the distance there. Going to be going underneath that, and then we will be at the finish. So there's Wigan North Westhoughton. If you're inclined to finish at that station, then by all means. If not, then just a little bit further up this hill's Wigan Wallgate. This will be where I'm finishing today. we have it, Wigan Wallgate finished.